see anyone there, but yeah, he's got the window down and just kind of going along. Nice Southern California day with the arm there out the window. Yeah, still just seeing the one person in the vehicle. Here's we're now going over the big flyover lane of the transition here from the 15. So let's just zoom out here until we get beyond that. We should see him coming back out here momentarily. So this big, huge carpool lane connector that they...
Big, huge carpool lane. I mean, it's massive. Good
really
to see everybody.
Yeah.
So we got a chase. We got a chase.
Yeah, over
we got a
miles
chase.
an hour, 110. Just slamming on the gas pedal all of a sudden.
Boy.
20. And
look at this guy go.
Like they might have backed off just a little bit.
Son bitch.
So this is the second time we've seen them now with
he's on the move,
slamming on that gas pedal.
By the way, we talk about these chases all the time. We don't want to see any innocent people get hurt, but you're an idiot. You do something like this. Well,
a lot of times in the past where these suspects just go pedal to the metal and they just start guzzling that gas. And if they didn't have a full tank,
one foot on the brake and one on the gas. Hold on, let me message Creed
more quickly. So we'll just have to see if that is the case. But so far, just continue to fly along now as we are well into Corona. We passed the 15, so we are officially on our way to Orange County now.
All right, maybe Creed will respond. Good to see everybody.
Yeah, really quick, Amy and Desmond, just listening to some radio traffic. We were talking about if they know who this guy is. They do. They now know that he has a criminal history. And
he's a bad
history
guy.
Of violence. So that could also
not
be
only is he a drunk, he's an angry drunk.
If he's got any active warrants or wants or anything like that, but they now know who this person is, and they know that he has a criminal history. And according to the radio traffic here, at least, a possible tendency towards
vroom, vroom, indeed.
They're going to take that more seriously. They've already got a canine unit involved in this, and they've already made the decision that if
ain't no way a dog's going to catch up with him as fast as he's going.
So we'll see. And Des, it looks like also you have H-80,
Loki's here. Where?
CHP's Inland Division helicopter that looks like they're going to come in here and probably take over from Fort King, which is the San Bernardino Sheriff's helicopter.
Crown beef, baby. Crown beef.
That is definitely good news. And I'm sure that they are getting CHP on the horn in Orange County as well, where they keep their helicopter at Fullerton. I mean, we're on.
So, hold on, let me call
to go right by there at this point if they continue. So definitely a lot of communication happening with various CHP offices now communicating from the Inland Empire, letting Orange County know.
I think he saw my message. We'll let him. We'll do that first.
Westbound on the 91 might be heading through a construction zone.
Thursday, by the way, here.
That very well publicized
a
expansion
drunk,
of the 71
possibly.
Freeway. Can't remember if all the road work is on the eastbound or the westbound side. So we'll see if that.
I'm so far behind, guys.
In all of this, but traffic is going to cooperate with this suspect because again, the eastbound side is the volume side, and as we get into Orange County.
The volume side,
241, you're going to really start to see that stack up on the eastbound side. Yeah. But I'm looking ahead westbound, and it is a driver's dream headed towards Orange.
Driver's dream, baby.
That we see anymore.
Do whatever you want.
This driver. So, if they want to get back on that gas pedal, they will definitely have the
get down on. He's going to stand on it, son. That's right. 50. Count on 50. That's our big red light.
The want was suspected DUI.
For Mayor Mary likes turtles. Rainbow rabbit hole. 50 beautiful biggins and a legend.
As we've seen going
over there on the wonderful
which of course
members only.
The danger for everyone that
gets another one
on the 91 freeway. We've all been on the freeway at times where you're driving and someone comes speeding up so fast behind you.
Papa bless.
And all it takes is one person not paying
and look who's here.
Changing lanes, and this
I will golfer,
really be
not a vampire.
Dangerous situation.
Good to see you. I wish Satin would come on with me sometime.
Going a little bit slower, which
he's
is
very elusive.
Good thing, but certainly doesn't appear any
good
signs
to see
of
Iowa
stopping or pulling over for the CHP officer that's right behind him.
He's day drinking, by the way. That's crazy.
The biggest factor in all of the worst crashes that I've covered over the years of my many years as a traffic reporter. And
the worst crashes are the ones that hit other cars.
Was the one, but like I was saying, it doesn't necessarily mean that this person is under the influence.
I'm gonna miss a lot of your comments, by the way, guys.
Swerving in and out of lanes, could have been, texting, could have been talking on the handheld phone or fiddling with the radio or anything.
The handheld phone, you say?
That is what we hope, and that it's not that this person is under the influence and that driving at times up to 120 miles an hour. More tame at the moment here, back to 60, 70 miles an hour. Hopefully they realize that just pounding on the gas pedal and going 120 is not going to magically shake CHP from their tail. And
hey, after we saw the way they acted the other day, he's probably right.
Determined to keep up with this one. We've even seen CHP going along the right-hand shoulder when they had to in that heavy traffic to make sure that they stay right behind. So very close behind on the ground and in the air with what we believe is a fresh tank of gas from a different
freshest tank of gas you can get your hands on. Captain Happy reporting for duty. Good to see you.
Wouldn't be surprised if we see them run kind of the extended traffic break where they get back there and then they try to slow down all the traffic.
I was going to put up the live thing. I guess it's not.
Anyone else from
oh, there it
getting
is.
Caught up in this because these situations are so predictable and they want to keep the
that's
public
them, not
as safe
us.
as possible in all this. But we're seeing this unit come up.
Good
really
to see
close,
everybody. Definitely
reconnaissance there as they try to get a better look. So we'll see if that unit that just got on the
Porridge?
westbound 91, if they're going to be the new units
Sounds
in
awful.
pursuit, or if they're just going to, like I said, kind of fall into the back and provide a little bit of cover and run some traffic race. But
Sue, you're the first person to ask that. Yes, there will be shows on Monday.
It is amazing to see how wide open this stretch of the 91 is. Just so
wow, there is
open.
like
Again,
no
as
traffic.
you were mentioning, Desmond, more cruisers getting involved in this and just wondering what their next move will be. Typically, we do not see any type of
porridge like
freeway,
from the fairy tale porridge.
Like this, although we have
sounds disgusting.
Seen some pit maneuvers during
it sounds like something you give like
a freeway, and certainly no chance of
Oliver
doing a
Twist.
Strip. So right now, it
I don't
looks
know.
like
It's a good point. If he says
early
said
on in this,
anything
he was
yet.
going much slower. I mean, we're talking like maybe 20 miles an hour slower. And at that point, they did request to do a pit maneuver on the freeway, and they were given permission if the conditions warrant.
The conditions are great to do it right now. Might as well just do it
because traffic was so heavy. And of course, if there's other cars around, you're not going to be able to conduct that pit maneuver. And just to Desmond's point, really quick, we're talking about the want where we're saying possible DUI. Really, law enforcement has no way of knowing if somebody's DUI until they get them out of the car and actually can have a visual on them. But as Desmond mentioned, the possible DUI probable cause to pull them over could be swerving, could be.
Well, they also know it's Thirsty Thursday,
and especially with these dark tinted windows, you can't always see what the driver is doing. And Amy, just really quick,
that last chase was
amazing. Wide open, really until he gets to the 90 freeway. In like the Yorba Linda, Anaheim Hills kind of area, then he'll be on the brakes on the westbound side. As Des mentioned, though, the eastbound side is already really jammed up.
Is that what Little Miss Muffet had?
He's open. It looks
Little
like
Miss Muffet sat on her tough. No, that's Kurt's way.
He doesn't hit traffic for that long before it kind of ebbs and flows on the 91. If that's where he stays, if he doesn't come north or even.
There's my boy Crass. Good to see you, brother.
Yeah, we're
Hope you're doing all right.
Got those cruisers all lined up.
Porridge,
and,
is it
we're seeing another one fly up there on the
that
side.
sounds
Again,
terrible.
You just wonder if this is to try to stop traffic, slow other cars down, or get them away. Because ironically, you have all these drivers out here.
Isn't it ironic?
Cruisers, yet many of them don't seem to be slowing down. Now, that was a bit of an aggressive move.
He took out all those little plastic poles that block off the carpool lane.
They'll teach those plastic poles to step up.
It seems to be going at a very aggressive speed, wondering what this might actually mean if they're going to attempt something. Or
if they attempt a pit, I would be
perhaps,
extremely
in the
surprised.
3 o'clock hour, there was someone taking over from another officer back there. So again, they're just
is this guy pit certified? That's what we need to know.
And that is what's happening. We're seeing the officers swap out, and I just want to let Des know too. Des, they switched to the purple, so we're listening on a different CHP frequency.
Switching to purple, everybody.
Orange County, we're going to get on Orange County's frequencies instead of the Inland Empire frequencies.
Not sure if you asked me a question or not. I'm just having kind of some communication issues.
Oh, I didn't ask. Good to see you, Des.
Just toss it back to you, Mike and Amy.
Thank you.
Once I get this rectified, we will rejoin you. I'll obviously keep the shot for you here, but let me just toss it back to you guys here.
Yeah, absolutely. No worries. I was just letting everybody know that we are switching into Orange County's jurisdiction.
Guys, I'm sorry. I have to do a couple of things really fast.
From Orange County's CHP office. So
I was hoping Creed would be here by now.
3 different CHP offices. We started with San Bernardino, then we went over to Riverside. Now we're coming into the Santa Ana office on the purple frequency that we're listening to it here on CHP. And, that's the thing, Amy. When CHP is chasing, they can chase you all the way, till the cows come home, really. I mean, they can chase you to any state line, within the state. And I don't know if that a lot of
any
people
state line in the entire state.
The CHP has kind of essentially unlimited resources here to be able to swap out each office.
I see.
These smaller agencies that can get into pursuit, and you've got the same cops that can be chasing this guy for 2 hours. But in CHP,
oh my goodness, where have you been?
Now the third time that they've swapped out officers, and we've
that
only been on the air here.
So good to see you, man.
20-ish minutes, and so you've you've got all these fresh set of eyes that are constantly coming in, including by air. We've got an inland helicopter that just came in and
need a big win tonight, Carol. You got this.
So you've got fresh sets of eyes here to be able to really stick with this. And as
speaking of big ones,
now
there's Creed.
CHP helicopter is coming to relieve the inland CHP helicopter. So when you get chased by a
did they get the they got the memo that today was Thirsty Thursday? I guess
exactly.
That's what I thought.
Different,
I was like, wow,
different areas.
We're actually running with the devil.
They will do in a pursuit, but with the CHP, it's a different story. They are all
what a beautiful day.
I was sorry to see your kid's car all smashed up. Jesus Christ!
It's interesting to see
that is
cars going right by.
I'm trying to cook dinner.
What are you making?
But folks are just
rotisserie chicken with angel hair pasta and a garlicky thing and a whole. It's gonna go right.
Where'd you get when did you get a rotisserie at your house?
All day I've been sleeping over the. Do 8 at a time, 9 at a time.
This silver
got the set it and forget it.
It'll all be thrown away now. Leaving my carrots.
DUI driver, someone driving under the influence. But while we have been up above over this silver Mercedes, the driver has been, driving pretty steady here, going high.
Yeah, we hit it like 130 at one point.
That's pretty damn fast. The traffic surprisingly not bad at all, but I guess it is.
He said ahead. The guy in charge said, "Look, ahead is like a driver's dream. It's like open road."
To your point, Amy, with other drivers not really knowing what's going on, especially
me too, and it hasn't finished the second I got here.
Right now,
they were taking bets. I don't think it's going unless he hits a car here in a second. I think we're going to be going for a little bit.
And when it's daytime, you don't see the light from the helicopter. The police lights are a little bit harder to see. So yeah, I mean, and luckily
police lights are so hard to see.
And not endangering the public in a more serious way. He obviously still is because he's refusing to pull over, and as we've seen, is a bit desperate in the time that he does.
It's a good point. It's not the only time I've ever seen that. I mean, it's a thing.
Back with us
sometimes. Chase.
Yeah.
All right, looks like we may still be having.
When I got word that it was going on,
I just wanted to see
he was doing 32.
Westbound
you talking to me?
Approaching rather. Imperial Highway.
It's definitely
Anaheim Hills-ish area as CHP continues to chase.
I'm an old man. You're a young, spry feller.
That man's got hamburger eyes. He's got hamburger eyes.
Hamburger eyes.
Out of Fullerton, as Desmond was mentioning, is now taking this over as well, Amy.
Carol.
Oh, another one from Carol. Doubling down.
Gotta give me a second, Carol. I'm not even there yet. Terrible. Hallelujah. Just kidding. It's the same one. Carol, thank you for the $20. By the way, if you don't win big and you lose it all, we still won.
No refund.
Absolutely no review. You know that.
The last few minutes that you both have been
enjoy your thunderstorm.
And look how
got a big risk today.
Staying within those two.
As a matter of fact, max velocity.
Approaching just a little bit. There's that.
And Brandon Kopech
as you were saying,
are both on it.
These people have
in your
no
area.
idea.
Also, listen up. They said pit has been, granted. So they do have the authority to pit if traffic allows. And I'm telling you, it don't get better than this for a pit.
But I mean, we already saw a pit this week, a good one at that live. So.
Where they
are we going to get one?
Let everybody know this is a playback from just a few moments ago.
Well, this guy means business. Look at him.
Mountaintops, because we come through those mountains there through the Chino Hills area. We got to switch our hilltops so that we can better get eyes on the situation.
Are we going into the mountains? Is that what he's saying? We got to switch to the.
See a number of CHP units still behind
switch
the car.
sides.
Actually, if we've got Desmond's live pictures that we can go back to, it looks like the car is coming to a stop here.
Okay, so they re-racked us and didn't tell us. They were fooling us for a second.
8 or 9
they
miles
were.
An hour, and again, very strange.
Them sons of bitches busted crash.
Not heavy enough.
Are we out of gas?
Thank you, busted crash. No, just playing it easy. Didn't want to get pit.
Slowing pretty significantly. Maybe some construction workers.
Thank you, busted crash.
Oh, Sammy Slots.
Yeah.
Oh, been a while.
We are westbound here. still on the 91 as we have been for quite some time. Ooh, are they coming up like they're going to try a pit maneuver here? Might be taking the opportunity.
Yeah.
Here we go. Here we go.
Wow, look at you. That was amazing.
Oh, and it wasn't no, baby.
Why do you not just spin them out at 5 miles an hour? Because of that.
It's like, you know, you see like a bug and like the bug don't know you're coming. And then you try and hit the bug with your foot and you miss. And then he's like, oh, but you messed up now. And he's gone.
Is that how were they really? Is that how fast they're going? Because it was so slow.
And if this guy didn't know that CHP means business, he definitely knows it now. But he got out of that.
Your tint is far too dark, sir. Coming back again.
That was a total fail.
Oh, that was kind of embarrassing.
Yeah, it looked like a textbook case of that pit maneuver.
Thank you, House Mom, over on the Facebook's always taking care of everything over there. All those crazy people Jeanette has to deal with.
Oh wow, look at this good. Whoa, no, taking out more poles.
Me or him?
I miss you.
Little plastic dividers there to keep people out of the express lanes. Just ran right over them.
Wow, we're in express lane now. We're breaking all the laws.
Yeah, he started. I wouldn't re-rack that there. There's no reason.
No, that's
to watch
just
that.
Embarrassing.
Yeah, that's an embarrassment. That's a complete fail. Hey, it's Mario.
What's up, Mario? Look at him. We are moving well over 100 now, Creed.
Now, I'd like to say happy birthday to Steve Carlson. What is happening over on Facebook?
Steve Carlson.
Well, I know what's happening. There's 150 of you actually on Facebook. Why?
Happy birthday, Steve Carlson from All the Hits, Bob 93.3.
Slam on the gas pedal, get out of it. Like something might have just flown off the vehicle right there.
That was he's not playing now. If he was effing around before, he's not anymore.
We continue. Absolutely.
Lovely to see you, D.
Giving up here. Yeah. This alleged DUI driver, and it is pretty scary now all of a sudden, guys.
Clearly that pit maneuver did not stun the driver.
It didn't stun him?
We just showed a
the barely tapping and spinning him around didn't stun him enough to stop, really?
Number one stunner.
110, kids, 110, 112.
No, stop showing. God, what?
That's embarrassing.
Oh, why? You imagine, did you guys hear the roar of laughter from none other than Arkansas? Everybody there, the entire state just laughed.
I can see right now Officer Bird sitting back in his car laughing hysterically.
When everybody's heard about the bird.
John, you can go over on Twitch and watch also, but we recommend staying right where you are on YouTube because that is the most safe. We can watch you here.
And there it is.
You get coming.
Okay.
Off the freeway.
We're getting off. We're getting off. We're saying F this. We're getting off.
Well, let's see here. I thought it was going to be an off ramp, but so
we're not going to get off yet.
Jackie, thank you. $2.
We're just doing a little edging. Thank you.
For real. Listen, the last pit that we saw was an award-winning pit for California. What was that? Yesterday, day before yesterday?
Day before yesterday, yeah.
It was a fantastic pit, very reminiscent of what we see almost daily in Arkansas. That was definitely. Hey, at least it wasn't a swing and a miss. We've seen a lot of swing and a miss.
They're not afraid to go on the right-hand shoulder.
We are now we've upped the danger by 10, Creed. We are definitely in a very crowded traffic area.
Helen, that's $5.
We just passed the gore point, Helen. Every time you see a gore point, drop 5. No, I'm just kidding.
Do you think they're going to stop by and see the Woo Dog himself, who had more problems with a key fob that he doesn't know how to use himself? Operator error. It was kind of fun.
If you guys had, Creed will mention Adam the Woo on your bingo card. Go ahead and mark it off.
That's always in the center, and it always gets marked off. It happens all the time.
Yeah. Who reacted, frankly, perfectly to come in, but the suspect was just half a second.
Oh, did you Northwest?
Seems like it.
Here we continue. Westbound on the 91.
Oh, Northwest made it.
Miss you too, Gina.
Gina. Sort of drunk driving or impaired driving. he's not doing this type of driving, right? This is.
By the way, how do we know that he's drunk?
High speeds.
Was he pulled over already? Or?
That we know of, right, Mike? He hasn't hit any other car.
By the way, that was a 22-mile-per-hour pit right there at the top. 22-mile-per-hour pit.
The guy that has the bingo cards is still friends with the Terminator, I think. You have to get up with her, write a check for about $100K, and you can have them.
Yes.
Right around it, maybe $50K. I don't know, somewhere around there. Pretty expensive.
Very expensive.
But ask Terminator. She'll hook you up with it.
He's
still around, I think.
silver object there, though, that he tossed out. And remember, we had heard earlier on the radio that
what did he toss out?
Knows who this guy is, or at least who the registered
probably
owner
empties
is of the car. And the registered owner does have a criminal history and does have a tendency to be possibly violent, according to at least whatever CHP has on their record. So that's
also. He may have a record. Just so you know, news people love to say that.
At least the owner of this car does.
More aggressive, going on the shoulder, using the shoulder on both sides of the 91.
Do you ever think it was weird when they put those signs that said soft shoulder?
Yes. Yeah, that is.
This traffic, but
it just isn't that like an old lady perfume? Soft Shoulders by Avon.
Danny, thank you for such a great comment, by the way. Appreciate you.
He loves a sandwich. He didn't call Jasmine. He was definitely here.
That was with them as well.
Danny!
But the motor unit was good because when he gets in this heavy traffic, it's easier for the motor unit to stick with him than it was the SUVs. Of course, the motor unit, it's also more dangerous for them to do that kind of thing. But yeah, I mean, CHP for. Again, the one
hear more than 6s nowadays.
Well, 6 the other night was telling me, he told me something like this. Actually, I meant to tell you this. He had very good advice. He said, well, I mean, if ABC 7 is going to be an asshole and strike you down, he goes, you got KCAL, you can watch Fox, you can watch. He listed all the other alternatives. So they also did Chase. So I said, well, I appreciate that, 6. Didn't really know what to say past that. Appreciate the knowledge. I wasn't even thinking of that. I thought it was ABC 7 or we're done.
You thought it was we were donezo, right? You thought it was game over. Yeah. Hanging them up.
Yeah. Let me write out at GZ. Listen, I'm already lost money. All of that when I was cooking is going right in the trash.
We're headed out there for a different story, and then
probably have a fire on top of the stovetop.
So yeah, we've made significant distance, and as I was
Creed romantic meal in the trash.
Like 3-4 different CHP offices now, which is always the bad news for the criminals when they're running.
Oh, we're going across multiple lanes.
Oh, Karen, listen, he's an old man that loves the smell of even older women.
There's nothing.
And their
there's nothing that smells better than nuzzling up with a lady and getting a sniff of smells like the inside of an old book.
Almost like a little cat and mouse game as he's going.
Is that what it is?
Side here on the 91 freeway. Doing,
Soft Shoulders by Avon.
Sports.
College football kicks off tonight.
Is the danger for everyone else out there. But,
Jasmine, yes, he's gone to pick up Jasmine actually.
Hoping
still know she's hot or not.
This driver to stop being so aggressive.
6 said she was number one, not a drip.
We've seen this driver for whatever reason just speed up and go 120 miles per hour at what seems
they're out there in the MICKEY area.
Very unpredictable, this driver.
And despite the heavier traffic, it looks
hey, Mike Hunt's here.
Hey, good old Mike Hunt.
Mike Hunt's a Big Bird fan.
I heard that about him.
There you go.
Well, everybody's heard about the bird. The bird's a win.
Mike Hunt's favorite song.
Just a little bit. Again, a driver wanted for possible DUI, a pursuit that started in the San Bernardino
possible
area.
DUI. I mean, along those lines, without us knowing that he is drunk or not, we could say he's wanted for possible murder, possible buggery. I mean, we could really just say anything at this point.
About Mark? Are you talking about Mark likes buggery? Is that what you're saying? Mark, you don't have a fucking volume control on whatever device you
Mark,
watch.
just turn it down, buddy. Turn it down, pal. Good to see you, Mark.
Thanks for being here, Mark.
Concern for them.
Thanks for joining the chat.
Weapon, but Mike was just telling us a little while ago that saw something being thrown out of
a weapon.
Right?
Yeah,
We're gonna say he's got a weapon too, Creed. Why not?
Oh, John, we broke all sorts of crazy shit. We were terrible. We got in so much trouble for doing nothing.
Okay, so that went flying out. It was black.
A little bit.
Watch it right here. Boom. Right on.
Passenger side, whatever that was.
There it goes. Black.
And kind of
Looked like a phone.
I don't know that CHP. I saw that. I don't know.
Crash.
I
hope things get better for you, my friend.
But this was right on the 91 express lanes in the Anaheim area where that was.
If not, I completely blame me.
But Crash,
you know, I didn't.
The messages that I get to send every once in a while with the screenshots.
I wasn't watching that live. It wasn't until
Creed just twist the knife into my side.
Des, do you know? Did you hear any?
Creed is my Judas.
I don't want you to ever forget about that trip, Mike.
Remember that trip you went on?
Now my pilot Mike up here is.
Mike Hunt.
We're hearing
Mike Hunt, I didn't know you're up there. Do you know Marcel by any chance? Where the hell is Marcel anyway?
May have called this in. Or is something to do with the suspect's wife.
Oh, jeez.
On this, so I'll try to clarify those details once I get a chance. But
all right, well,
I'm gonna bet because we've had this before. This is where a family member calls in and says, "Hey, they're crazy," or "Hey, they've got this kind of an issue, this kind of thing," so that they'll lay off and take it easier. That's my guess. That's my guess. Cooper McCooperson with 4. What? Thank you.
Shed a little bit of light. We'll try to clarify that situation.
Creed, I think we may have an exclusive. The guys in the truck said they would pipe it in.
Are we making the transition now to?
Are we making a transition? Okay. Here's the phone call.
Let's just give me a minute here. This big crazy.
Hello. Yes. I would like to report my husband. He just left his house, drunk as a skunk, 3 sheets to the wind. He took my Mercedes.
Northbound.
Well, it's in his name, but I say it's mine. That son of a bitch left here. I said, you better not never come back here, or I'll cut your ass. And he said, oh, girl, this D word is so good. If I threw it in the air, it turned to sunshine.
One of, if not the busiest days of the week.
And then I give him the finger.
And the 5 is this section of
the finger. 91. It was the middle one.
Interchange, one of the busiest in the world.
Trip of a lifetime.
The southbound side is more the volume side, but you know, it's really kind of a crap
trip of a lifetime.
It was trip of a lifetime. I'm not gonna lie. How many people would I run off with that phone call?
None. We're over 700 total.
Right.
Yeah. Appreciate you guys being here. By the way, we do a fun show every weekday. Anyways, tomorrow is Florida Friday on We Gotta Chase. Make sure to join us. There may be some boobs. You never know. We may look at things through a peephole kind of look at things. 405 eastbound.
That situation.
We gotta chase.
Well, and that would make a ton more sense as to why CHP is.
Yeah, I didn't see any red cars. Not many.
Information from his significant other, wife, whoever called this in. They may have a lot more.
His insignificant wife. Is that what they just said?
Well, you know, his words, not ours.
Because even for CHP will chase anything, but even for CHP,
like tail,
chasing tail, like DUI, especially now that we've gone through 2 counties, San Bernardino, Riverside, 3 counties rather. Yeah, now we're into Orange County. Yeah,
exactly. And so often law enforcement will back off of
2 counties.
They know who they're after. They can go to that person's home. They can find them at a later time. But in this situation,
enjoy that. He's on his way for that.
Has a criminal history and has been known to be violent and perhaps even under the influence. You know, I think once that gets out there that he could be under the influence.
Good to see a dog.
They need to stop this driver so that no accident happens, especially with someone behind the wheel who has been.
No ice in paradise, am I right, dog?
That's right.
Anything that would actually alter their being behind
I don't think that's the real dog, the bounty hunter.
You don't.
I have it on
cans.
You know, I have on good word. He called her Jugs.
Well, yeah, we never actually to our south.
Dog Leland opened up an office about 20 minutes away from here.
Yeah, which logistically
Lancaster, South Carolina.
Because Disneyland is.
Could you get Creed an interview maybe?
So we are
not for the show, but for a job.
Yes, Creed needs more things to do. Tommy, hello. I say hot damn, Rusty. Oh.
I think we're
Hot
already
dog.
in LA County area.
Hot
So now
dog.
4 different counties that this guy has
Hot
traversed
dog.
through this afternoon.
Well, and I'm still
Hat
amazed
dome.
that the roadway,
Cat
the
dome.
stretch of freeway was so wide open.
No haze
at
in
this
paradise.
time
That's
of
right,
day. I
brother.
mean, it's almost 3:30 on a Thursday, a
Thank-
very
thank
busy day, Thursday. A lot of people
Yep.
starting their holiday weekends
right.
early. And
What?
gosh,
They're starting
Oh,
holiday
yeah.
weekends early. Remember Monday? Yeah.
Yeah. I got everybody. Had Sue
Mhm.
came in and she was like, "Hey, I don't want to miss Creed on Monday. Will you guys be on Monday?" And I said, "You'll see us some way Monday. I'm guessing." Rusty?
A lot of celebrities in the chat tonight.
Huge contingent of celebs in here tonight.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
take
and
one.
looks and Des, just out of curiosity too. I mean, those CHP units don't look very close behind. Are they still trailing, or do we swap out for some LA County units?
Well, I'm in
Well,
that same state,
we
but
have an
not
update
upstate.
here. We just heard
Vandalay
the
Industries. See,
law
I'm telling you,
enforcement
there's so much that's
overhead
going on.
they are
I'm nowhere near South Carolina. I'm in North Carolina.
who this person is,
Okay.
and I guess they are feeling like
One-eyed cat, I'll let Mikey know.
better opportunity to just get this person.
Well, you know, I will tell her I'll let her pass on this one, but never again.
They're saying that it
Dwayne,
was
she's all
Dwayne
yours.
that called this
You're the only one that said
in
you
the
could
San
fix it.
Bernardino area. So that is apparently what drew CHP to this. If who knows? The
Speaking of
exact
celebrities, even
circumstances,
Pam
but
Butterfield is here over on Facebook.
Oh, wow. Love that.
By the way, if you're on Facebook, don't buy memberships over there. Just FYI.
No, don't do that.
They went out
Don't
scouring
do
for it.
Just come over here to YouTube and do it.
Initiated this whole thing, but the helicopters up here are now saying that that they backed off on the ground. They're going to follow.
Yeah, we're here. It's Monday, September 9th.
What happens?
See why not.
I'm sure I'll remember that.
I just wrote it down on my hard calendar.
They know who this guy is. They know where he lives. And
Yes, Bruno, we're back yet again.
at a later time, especially as we're
Oh, Samantha Fox.
rush hour traffic. We've already seen
Oh,
suspect.
naughty girls need love.
Oh, Holly. I mean, they did try to. They kind of pit him. What's he got in his? Does he have a hard-boiled egg in his hand? What is he doing? Shelling a hard-boiled egg right now.
He's like, can I offer you a boiled egg in these trying times?
Looks like it can, yeah.
Got the window down and
What does people not know? I just told you. It's a hard-boiled egg, people. God almighty, KK, please.
A can. What would he be doing with a can?
Well, he might have watched that great episode, where she's whatever on rainbows,
So, Desmond, have you already noticed those ground units pulling back? At least we don't see them from your shot right now.
Confirmed egg.
I'll just go ahead and widen way out. Well, it's still got this unit right here. So
Joey,
that's
how
what
are
they
you?
told us, but they do still have a couple actually trailing. So
Lane, I don't think you can text with an egg, but I mean,
they're tactic on this one. But
I thought maybe he threw his phone out because he was trying that bitch ass wife calling him constantly. Bring the car back.
Now, or different offers from the CHP, I should say. But that's what we just heard up here, and yet, despite that, there are still a couple of.
Nobody's rolling out the window, Creed.
Well, yeah, I'm embarrassed when I eat those eggs after I get them peeled. I don't want anybody to watch me.
Now it's even more difficult to see what's going on.
He's hotboxing sulfur.
Officer Pork Chop reporting for duty. Sulfur.
Yep, windows up.
Yes,
And
egg
now
burger.
we're hearing them say that they are going to stick on this. So I guess, it's a fluid situation. Lots of calculations. I guess just ignore the last 2 minutes of what I was talking about.
That was
what we heard.
That was not me, Sue. Just so you know.
Hell was that?
I think that canine was still here too. I believe I heard.
Yeah, I see what you did there.
It does seem, though, that these cruisers are giving this driver a little more space, probably in an effort to hopefully.
I haven't seen somebody's dying in the background. I haven't seen Mandy, but I have seen Mund. Ronnie Mund, who did have you seen the testimonial that he did for Morgan and Morgan?
Yeah. No.
Commercial. It's a great commercial for Morgan and Morgan.
Traffic on the roadways
Really? What did they do for him?
pit maneuver.
I guess something happened when he was moving from New York to Las Vegas.
Oh, yeah. All of his stuff got messed up. That's right.
I didn't know about the story. I just know that's what in the testimonial he talked about how he didn't even have to go in. He just called them.
Whoa. Stop the clock.
That's exactly what he said.
And this driver was able to pull right out of that, turn around, and picked up the speeds and got away, got through a lot of thick traffic. And now
thick, real thick, 721 of you.
Now it looks like
here.
we're seeing a little more traffic now.
Oh, I'm
More
sorry.
traffic. He's going a little slower as well.
Good to see you.
Mentioned he's already hit 4 different counties in this pursuit from San
Yeah.
Bernardino to Riverside, Orange
Festus
County.
likes to put
Now in
the
LA,
just the
North
letters in,
area
so be
there. Looks like
careful,
he's on
mods.
the
Thank you.
5
Yeah.
northbound,
That's
right near,
you have to go
Whittier
ahead with
area.
that.
And again, made a quick lane change there. I'm guessing he may be seeing some heavier traffic in front of him. But
20
for the
minutes
most
ago,
part,
when he
he's
was
sticking to
started,
either that center
they would've got
lane
this dude.
or riding along the shoulder when he tries to get away from heavier traffic.
You ain't kidding.
Yeah, and it's interesting. We look at the stance of the CHP cruisers that are behind him, and I have to just to point out,
Sarge?
as soon as we got into LA County, that is when the distance started getting created
God
by
bless.
the patrol units. That's when they wanted to give this guy more space, which just kind of shows you the difference between the way the other counties handle chases versus the way they get handled in LA
Cops
County.
don't like people
San
that
Bernardino,
get
Riverside,
involved
and
with
Orange County,
stuff.
and all
As
three
much
of
as we
those
love to
counties,
see it,
those patrol cars
I
are
wish
right
that it
there
would
trying to pit
happen
maneuver.
more. But yeah, that's
and we get into LA
yeah.
County, and that supervisor wants more space, wants to give people some more room here, and we'll see. I mean, this is a
Traffic's
chase that
getting
is
heavy
definitely
again.
within pit speeds right now. Obviously, not ideal because of the traffic that's around it.
Yeah.
But we
Pit
have seen
speeds
them
right
try
now
the
of
pit maneuver before.
20 miles per.
We'll see if they do. It now.
That's their comfortable zone. So go ahead and try to, I don't know, just get to a 180 so you can drive away again.
Push them underneath that big rig right there.
That
or give them more space.
Yeah,
that
so
pit
just
that they
for
did, he
some
didn't even
reference here,
he didn't even
CHP
crack
is
an egg.
broken up into offices. Obviously, each county has multiple offices, but we've gone through the San Bernardino office, the Riverside office, the Santa Ana office.
I like when we have a big crowd because the mods get to do a few things, make sure they're not rusty.
Each of those
well,
offices.
I was the one who had
has
to take
their
care of
own
that,
sergeant will
but
make their own call. How they want to handle this pursuit. If they want to get
I gave them a
situations
chance and
where
nobody did
the
anything,
CHP
so I
officer
figured I
of the
better
county is chasing
take care of
somebody
it.
and an LA County office
Well, they
doesn't want it, even though it's still
GEs and R's were
so
all
that's
out
what
of
we're gonna come into
place
here actually pretty
randomly,
soon is
so
gonna
it
be the
didn't quite
East
line
LA
up
office
anyway.
of the CHP, and I already
Well,
hear
they're all gone now.
There's two others that I've identified that I believe you'll have one of us.
especially at these high speeds. We'll have to
They'll
see
give
if
it time.
units are
It's nice to see a big crowd.
if they've gone on the shoulder as well, or if they're
But
kind of giving them some
sometimes
space
that,
here.
And
It
windows
just
back
brings
down again.
out
We can see him
the
once
best
again
in
here.
humanity.
Looks like both
Yeah.
hands are on the steering
Next
wheel,
thing we
but,
can do is talk a bunch of
you
politics.
really can't tell. I don't know.
That'd be fun.
We're back again,
70 miles
hauling
an hour right
ass.
there on the shoulder.
Does he have any more eggs?
What's he not?
It seems like he's looking out of the
Abracadabra.
Wonder what he's looking for out there. But I guess it's just his way of maybe being able to.
Yeah, he's
see
hitting
traffic
70s now.
Yeah, he's moving now.
maneuvers.
Larry,
Oh,
speaking of Florida Friday.
Certainly,
Oh,
we got a
aggressive at this point,
baby.
trying to dart through all of this traffic.
I hope he's wearing a seatbelt. Mavis!
Rusty says hi, Mavis.
That this, silver Mercedes is being chased by police, and it looks.
Captain
like
Happy, we blocked you
there's
so many
a,
times, it's not even
room
funny.
between the silver car and
Good
the
to see you,
cars
Captain.
that are behind.
And Desmond, you were about to say
God
something.
can't
Was that-
love you, Captain Happy. OG Captain Happy.
They've backed off.
I hope
and
it's a
the
nacho.
idea of backing off is to try to get the suspect to chill out, and it's not really working now. I mean, on the right-hand shoulder, and then still zigging and zagging
Yes.
all over the place, cutting people off like this. So
Doing 80 plus.
Pamela, thank you for the 2
El Cheapo strikes again.
Is that for some of these suspects, it doesn't matter once the,
Yeah.
once the chase is on.
89. The person that came to try to sell my wife a roof the other day while we were on, turns out we're the same people that we got the free sign from that we put out there for months, 2 months, I think it was. It was those people that showed
So
up.
now you kind of have the worst of both worlds, where you don't have eyes on the ground and you have
Nice.
a suspect
Right.
that's still endangering the public. So a lot of times that happens, and it kind of
Voss, that might be able to be arranged.
at this moment. So
Nancy.
it just shows how
Voss, it all depends on, size.
and you want them
Not
to
the
protect
motion,
public safety,
size.
both by
Nancy.
trying to apprehend
It's like
someone
an
and
ostrich
not
egg.
endangering everyone.
Egg and Slim Jim.
It's really tough juggling act. So it just makes you wonder if they plan on re-engaging.
Yeah,
with
those were the days. Those were the golden days of YouTube. when
The
sex-
golden era of the
into the commerce area,
sex
and
bots
basically
coming
each
through
other
and
Yeah.
really advertising their wares.
if they're going to continue with this,
Yep, you
because
missed
the
that.
one-on-one
Missed
Well,
a
good
lot.
news.
for the
Pebbles were on
buy,
5 days a week
freeway,
anyways,
the
Monday through
suspect is
Friday.
gonna be in for some very
And has anybody heard from Jim Jim?
They head into
Oh yeah, where's
now
Jim Jim?
into the busiest time of day,
Green.
one of the busiest days of the week.
Well, Desmond has been very lucky.
It says
so
right
far.
up there,
One
but
of our
also it's
viewers
kind of
once
small
again
on like
that
if you're on a
took over
phone.
that happened
We're on
within about 30
I-5
minutes or
North
so, incredible.
5 in
Slowed it
parentheses.
down for you. The CHP.
Oh, it went away. Now
There's
it's
that magical pit.
Car staying within lanes, but that second cruiser.
Los
we're
Angeles.
on I-5 North.
We're near exit 128A near Garfield Avenue.
That's where we're at.
Maneuver there, even fishtailing just a little bit, got into the shoulder there of the freeway, and then just continued going at pretty much a high rate of speed. And that's when
they finally got
the tone of this.
They got it under control.
Changed.
Unfortunately, they showed up for one day when I was away.
Driving, we saw the CHP pulling away from the pursuit and then re.
Oh no! Shit.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Over the last few moments of us covering.
Okay. Well, I'll quit asking for
of a man wanted. For
Jim, are you here?
DUI, a call that came into law enforcement from that person's partner, wife.
Oh, one gallbladder, one appendix. You don't need those anyways. Those are garbage organs.
Being thrown out.
Well, Denise, the one and only Alex just spent a entire week
later went
thinking that he had a heart attack.
Was.
It
There
was
it is
a
once again. It looks like a little shiny object.
Get rid of those.
Tomorrow, 5:30 East, we wrap up the entire week with, we just kind of hang out and watch some vids. Members only. Whoever just got that one will be joining us tomorrow, and you better be there because I'm going to double check.
I've got a couple of ideas for tomorrow that I'm going to bring to the table. They're both stellar. I'm just not sure which one I want to do.
Then the window goes back up. I don't know if it comes down when he's trying to make more aggressive lane changes so he can get a better look out
What?
at
I'm going to roll this window down. I'm about to do some crazy shit, y'all. Get ready.
You thought me eating a hard-boiled egg was crazy. Get ready.
About to roll his window down and just go nuts.
He doesn't seem as agitated or moving as much as a lot of times we'll see a driver.
That's true. He's not bobbing and weaving in and out of traffic all that
much.
much.
A little bit more calm. But again, initially this call was a suspected DUI, but this driver's been able to handle this Mercedes quite well.
Right. Yeah. And you know what's interesting too is that sorry, it looked like he was moving around a little bit in there. A lot of times when we see people,
Rosemary, how the hell does he see inside of there?
All of a sudden,
Yeah, it looked like he was moving around in there a little bit.
What's been interesting is aside from the pit maneuver, but what's been interesting from this is hang on.
Hey, Walter.
His daughter now.
Hey, Walter.
He wants the daughter is
Man, get out of the way, Tucker.
Oh, so they're having a dialogue with his daughter, who sounds like
what happened to him? He disappeared. Chased over. Bye.
He's on the phone with his daughter.
They're saying, "Pull over. We're going to give you this location about where you can pull over, and we'll make contact with you from there." So, again, it looks like what's he got, Des? Can you tell the bag?
Hard-boiled eggs.
There's been a lot of movement from this.
A paper towel. Oh shit! I didn't even want to see what he was doing then. Better than his sock.
I thought maybe it was a bag.
You got the bag.
You got, he panicked.
Oh yeah, like the woman should have had today.
Everywhere but the road. So, certainly hope this person has at least a modicum of attention to what's happening in front of them right now. So they have backed off.
He's got the window up, so everything's calm now.
Depends on if you get caught, Shy. I mean, that's I wouldn't think that it couldn't be drunk out mowing your lawn, but
to bring all of this to an end as we
self-paid. I wish he was. That'd be great.
That'd be great. He gets out of the car. He's got a silver face.
Oh yeah, just like a cop. Those two brothers.
About a mile south of the interchange, that's where we're going to start to see more heavy traffic.
Oh my!
Seductive. Going on, but you can see all the movement and
lots of fidgeting.
Is that a backpack or something? Yeah.
Scott Smith. The hell you been all my life? Making good choices today.
Got a nice setup there, Scott.
So just a ton of distractions for this driver here.
Scott, that almost looks like the ham, the studio of the ham.
Demand the ham.
Demand the ham.
Find a location to pull over, because normally when we have
that's an inside joke. Scott has nothing to do with
it.
Scott has no idea what we're talking about.
Nor does not one of the 780 people.
Not
one.
How often do we hear about these pre-negotiated
Eddie pops up.
spots?
Pre-negotiations.
I will say,
Yeah, the daughter. I mean, I got to take it back. If the wife was calling not to do what we thought, that guy in the ladder,
the CHP,
trucking the ladder on top. Look at everybody passing him now.
a little bit more gingerly pull somebody out.
That is a very common technique, though, where families will call, to make sure that the cops, know there's something wrong with them, that kind of thing, kind of de-escalate the situation or try to, anyways. Thomas
generally will work with these people a little bit more because ultimately they just want them to pull over.
Great to see you.
They'll do what they think they need to do to get that to happen, and that could be why if this guy is saying I'm afraid, but certainly not a reason.
I'm not afraid.
That may be why
I'm glad
you got a little bit of more of that.
Not afraid
to make it a little bit less intimidating, and in the hopes that he'll pull over. But I can't really recall a ton of times.
But he can't really say the OJ thing. He has, especially after the pit, and then a couple other times he's went pretty.
Oh, he's been driving pretty crazy, well over 100 at times. Yes, we mentioned you, OJ. Calm down.
I completely missed the peeping check. And we're on our way.
Where the guy said he wouldn't pull over unless CHP took it over. He was afraid of sheriff's deputies, is what he was saying, and they actually made
big slice bar S baloney. Probably Dwayne. That's what.
Then the guy pulled over. So you do get these kind of bizarre circumstances every now and again.
Yes, small town in California, Los Angeles.
A spot for a pullover is
we're near Boyle Heights.
Yeah, Boyle ass Heights.
To call off one department, and bring in another one. So very interesting.
Brian, I'll pass on your message.
Yes, and this one, of course, as we were talking about,
shoot him, Lizzie, shoot him.
Did in fact contact law enforcement initially and alerted them about this driver, who is presumably her husband, saying that
allegedly
making fantastic
driving under the
choices today.
Diane, he's going to open the door in a minute and jump out of the car.
And then Jay's going to say, there's really good under there.
I hear him talking a little bit. Unfortunately, he was right in front of another vehicle there, so I wasn't able to capture him.
I don't want you driving if there's a building on fire with 50 baby kittens in it.
Out of the door, and
that's an exact quote, by the way.
Is it really? That's good. Yes. Oh, Tiff.
I'm not sure if it was the helicopter or.
Good to see you, Tiff.
Criminals. Worse.
They are. Most of them are pretty bad too.
A couple more units. These may be from the East LA office that are closing in.
Fart air out of the with the window down.
All the eggs he's eating.
The whole gamut of situations with CHP, like Mike was saying.
I think for all the new people that just joined us, have no idea what we're talking about with eggs. These people are so effed up. Why are they sitting here talking about eggs?
There's a chase going on, talking about eggs.
Yeah. Why'd you shut up so I can hear what they're talking about?
Pepper Paul's in the canine out, so you really never know what you're going to get.
Thank you, Diane, for the
Ah,
PayPal. $12.62.
That is, I'll give you 13. Hallelujah. Thank you.
It's Scottish appreciation.
Oh, love that. That's them, not us.
Yeah, some going black for a second. Oh, we're going to show this again?
Why?
This shit move? Is that why we're on? Why are we showing this again?
This is a play.
How embarrassing.
There it is, that pit maneuver.
I like that the broadcaster got confused if that was happening right now.
And this pursuit right there on the freeway. But as you saw there, the driver Mercedes was able to get away, and it's been chase on for the last almost hour now, right?
Yeah,
Amy?
absolutely. And we've watched as this driver has gone through 4 counties. San Bernardino is where it began. Riverside, Orange, and LA County. It began when the wife
are they pulling a fast one on us again?
Yeah.
There was something.
It'll be exactly the same there because it's the same one.
Under the influence.
Well, it's
officers
completely
didn't realize
off.
that they were known to this person, that he did have a criminal history and was known to be violent. But we have now since heard.
Creed said over here, it's over already.
The suspect's daughter has contacted law enforcement and says that this driver is actually afraid to stop. And so now we're wondering if they are in fact trying to negotiate a place for this person to stop and pull over somewhere where they.
It's not like he's wanted for murder. What do you mean he's afraid to stop?
That is the good news. No one has been hurt here. There hasn't been any accidents on the freeway. And the fact that the family has called in his wife, the lady who made that first call to authorities, and now his daughter apparently negotiating with the CHP.
And she's negotiating with Creed.
The driver is saying that he is afraid to pull over and get arrested by the CHP.
That's all right.
Here now we're on the 60
with or without him.
Westbound. Is that right? The Santa Monica.
Thank you, Creed, for all your contributions.
On the 5.
Thank you.
We're still on the 5 here. We're getting
Thank you, Creed.
through the kind of crazy, complicated
God bless him.
East LA interchange
Godspeed, Creed.
right now. So we'll see which way they go. If they may be making their way to the Santa Monica freeway. Yeah, it's saying west.
I'm scared.
I think it's actually going to be the west.
I'm afraid. I can't get out of this car.
It's the connector from the East LA interchange, from the northbound 5 that connects to the
Thank you,
west
Jay,
side.
for that
So,
5
this is what I was
bones,
saying.
by the
It
way.
really didn't matter which way the suspect decided to go. They were going to hit some traffic. If
Yeah, he's deep into traffic.
Freeway or Golden State 5 freeway or 101 through downtown, they were all going to be off.
Barely move.
And that is, of course, the case here with the 10. It's kind of
He'll come back after he enjoys a smoke.
through the
I
110,
bet.
and then we may see things begin to
He's trekking the
loosen up.
traffic and
It's interesting that
weather.
We've been on the freeway the entire time, and I mean, we've seen kind of a little bit of.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't get off at some point.
The suspect and CHP, but nothing in the way of like a real serious attempt to get away. So it almost just kind of seems like maybe they are buying time.
How about when he took off, hauling ass after they tried to pit him?
We've been on the freeway 100% of the time.
Yeah.
That we've heard about this, beginning in San Bernardino on the southbound 215, and on the same stretch of roadway, even westbound 91.
Really, what's going on is he's trying to get away from his wife. She called the law on him. Oh, there's the damage.
Oh yeah.
Not sure when that happened. On the passenger side, they made contact with something. Might have, could have been the right shoulder wall at some point.
Got some damage over there, kids.
Could that have been the pit maneuver, Des?
If that happened during that pursuit. I don't think so, because I mean the pit maneuver was all with the rear bumper. So
maybe, I don't know.
Yeah. This happened, or if it even happened during the pursuit, I'm not sure. We never saw the suspect make contact with anything, but looks like something that might have happened if they bumped up against another car or bumped up maybe against the right shoulder wall. I mean, there were so many different times where they've been on that right shoulder.
I will try to carry on in Creed's absence. I'll do my best. I mean.
And now that the passenger side window down, something in his hand, something.
Oh! What's he gonna do? You gonna throw something else out the window?
Not sure what that is. But whatever.
He did throw something out of the car earlier, so.
He's very interested in moving around and just kind of fidgeting with. So, definitely
fidgeting.
CHP doesn't like to see, especially with this suspect's reputation.
Yeah, he's making him a place. He's setting it and forgetting it, like the Ron Popeil.
I have no idea. There hasn't been any talk of a weapon, but certainly worth considering. Especially that
Caveman, thank you so much.
And apparently,
Thank
has a pretty bad reputation, they say.
He's got a bad reputation, and
when he got entitled,
he's a bad dude.
His demeanor changed a little bit. He had his head kind of on it, or his hand on his forehead a little bit there. Maybe it looked like he was,
maybe
getting a little bit tired.
Maybe he has an Excedrin headache.
Law enforcement has swapped out 5 or 6 times now, but this takes a toll on you. This is a lot of adrenaline that you're doing, especially when you're driving at those high speeds.
This dude's been through some shit.
To think that somebody could get fatigued as a result of running from law enforcement for the better part, if not over an hour now that he's been running from them. So not surprising that we're kind of starting to see that demeanor change a little bit from him. As he's continuing to run from law enforcement here at 3:46 in the afternoon.
They're doing their best.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot more.
I'm not saying they're doing well, but they're doing their best.
In the past, as he has skirted around of those cars, going on the shoulder, and really being able to dodge so much of the traffic. But this is certainly slower.
Absolutely.
Speed, but there are too many cars.
Yes, all of a sudden I had a craving for boiled eggs. I don't know why.
Maneuver like we saw a little earlier. Again, this pursuit started
Mega Millions. What's it up to?
15 minutes ago in the San Bernardino area after a woman contacted law enforcement saying that there was something.
It is so long that NBC or who was I just tagged it as hour-long chase ongoing.
And now we have heard that
we're 52 minutes into it, so yeah,
that's pretty good. I've got NBC if we need it.
Was afraid to stop, was concerned, and so there was discussion that they might try to figure out a place to.
By the way, we have some damage on the side of the car, and we're trying to figure out how that happened.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe the pit that just happened, or the attempted pit. Oh my God! I can't believe what I just saw.
Butter.
The daughter, or even the wife. If the wife calls back in. CHP
just passed a PT Cruiser, but you won't be able to see because it's such a tight shot.
Okay, I've got a unit that's on the side of the road here. Tell him to
never believe what I just saw, boys.
A PT Cruiser.
We passed wherever that was, and if this guy didn't decide to do that, Who knows if he's going to in the future, or if we're just going to continue on as we continue to come into almost.
He's going to continue as long as he can continue. Great.
Right?
Yeah, we were
Deborah.
I say thank you. The 110. I did just hear them say that's still the East LA office.
We had to start doing like it's a telethon here in a minute and ask for them to come by and bring us fresh shirts and
food,
water.
But that they're just gonna call over on their loudspeaker to tell this guy to pull over. But I mean,
my wife's bringing me some rotisserie chicken and some rosemary noodles here in a minute.
Have zero interest in that, but this is one of the longer pursuits we've covered, especially in rush hour traffic, where we just kind of keep going.
He's making his way downtown for sure.
From, San Bernardino.
Oh yeah, actually, literally.
We didn't come here directly from San Bernardino. We went a very roundabout way via the Inland Empire in Orange County to get here. So how much gas is left in the tank? Is this suspect just going to run it out until
she was a beaut.
Won't go anymore? Or I mean, what is the plan, especially now?
Hello, Stephen. No, we're testing out the new AI generated fake chase. It's working out pretty well.
Traffic on the freeway,
not too shabby.
Some of the streets, north or south of the 10. God forbid we head over towards the 405. We all know what that.
God forbid.
So, what is the plan for this?
Listen, it's an absolute miracle that they're still even just following this car at this point when it comes to California chases.
We'll just see, but
they're not going to go through that. You just don't see that. You just don't see them ever do that, really. Like close off.
That's what I'm wondering. Desmond.
We've seen them like maybe close off some exits or something.
Once in a while. But you never see them like with a V up front, kind of trying to get. I think that they do that on purpose because the more traffic, obviously, going to slow them down more.
Driver is pretty much
gives you more of a chance, to get them. Chris Weston, thank you for the $2.
Other than that, there hasn't been any accidents. Nobody's been hurt, and as you said,
you would live to see your
freeways.
I don't. Do you understand that statement?
Him throw something out a window.
My wife.
Authorities have any?
She's bedridden.
There's a backpack.
Oh, the other wives. Yeah, we both picked one wife to be like the on-air wife.
You know that there's been contact with.
We'll hire someone
with his daughter.
Yeah. I'll show you her hand.
Communication. There's some sort of surrender point that they're trying to
wave, honey.
But right now it looks like that's not happening.
That's definitely her.
We've been reporting this pursuit has now gone through 4 different counties from San
count them, 4 counties.
Now in LA County, where to next, right? It started in San Bernardino.
I don't know. What's the next county?
How many? Yeah, how many? Anybody got the county count?
We're in 4. We've gone through 4 counties. How many more we got in front of us?
Oh, I didn't see it. Was the cyber stuck on the side of the road, or was it actually drivable?
Going on about just kind of letting this driver go. They knew exactly who it was, where this person lived, so they could catch up with them later. Right. But as quickly as we heard that information,
that's a sore spot.
And it was decided that they would continue on with this.
She's very upset that her hands are bigger than Creed's.
We have not seen too much.
Pass, thank you for all that you've shared with Katrina. Hard to believe it in 10 years.
Well over 100, about 100.
What, in 19 years, I thought?
Or 19 years.
Changes the whole dynamic of this pursuit.
So much
more dangerous.
woozy.
That is on the road.
I haven't had a morsel all day.
Seems to be following the rules of the.
My wife
is your wife going to come home and beat you for dinner not being ready? You think? Should we go ahead and call 911?
Handling this vehicle fine, yeah.
He's in control of his vehicle. Mike, I hear you.
Well, he's sober by now. Jeez, as long as we've been following the guy.
Yeah, no kidding. They can't even get him for a Dewey now.
The fact that we're into our 4th county now, and we're way far away from wherever this presumably
4th county. He just said it. If they say it on the news, then it's right. Like if you see it on the internet.
4th county.
So you always try to think. And there he is.
What's he doing now?
He's got his hand on his face, rubbing his face.
He's rubbing his face.
Just putting some egg lotion on.
Rubbing his face. Touching the steering wheel.
Well, wouldn't it?
We're so far away from where this started now, it's hard to imagine that he's got any kind of place where he's going to try to make a run for it. Now, CHP back in, I think this was when we were still in
He's so far from home.
Had talked about
they
got a canine.
Look, even if you're under arrest,
that canine, that was an Inland Empire.
You always want to look your
we'll
best.
They've got a canine here. And now that they have more information on him, know who he is.
God, I certainly hope not. That
if
would be
that's still the
dangerous.
stance that they're going to want to take if and when this guy gives up. But right now,
That's
he's
just
got
another
no-
charge.
Michael, thank you. Some funny money.
Maybe he wants to head to the beach. That's where we're going at this point.
Ooh,
And I
he's
guess
looking
if
to
this
sun
PhD has
and
much more
surf.
We're going to the beach,
information,
Mike.
Then they would have
All of
on
us.
someone that
Might
they
as
have
well.
an idea who the driver is, who the car is registered
Right.
to.
The only
fact
tree
that
air
family
freshener you should
members are
have is that
roped into
black
this
one.
as Well.
Yeah, he had a blue one. That's really weird. I bet that one's more expensive than the other one.
That's a high roller, dog.
They also do know.
Oh,
about
yeah,
him
well,
from
yeah.
before. They say that
I
he
understood,
has a prior
understood.
criminal history. He's
Oh, are we getting off?
violent, so they are.
Nope,
aware
never
of
mind.
Him and perhaps have had.
Have
some
we ever seen
interaction
anybody
in
attempt to
the
go
past.
to the border?
Just today that his wife
I don't think we have.
called
We always
in
joke
and,
about that. I always say, hey, they're heading,
what was happening today.
Oh, Des,
No.
this is that I call it a pretend off ramp, right? This is where he can just kind of go around and stay on the freeway.
Yeah, the collector lanes, they call them. So he does have the option to get off here, but you see, it looks like sticking with the freeway. And I mean, look at the congestion right there on the Arlington off ramp. And this is what that suspect is gonna be
veneers.
dealing with. I mean,
That's
pretty
better than that
size
Verner's
to get onto the freeway.
stuff.
So
Veneers.
a little deceptive. Thought maybe they were finally getting off the freeway for the first time. Nothing doing as.
Are you being persuaded to buy some, perhaps?
Aren't those teeth, right?
Yeah, they like the.
Like these?
If he wants to stay on a freeway
Yeah.
at this point, he's
Fake
going to
the veneers I got.
Oh yeah, those real nice ones.
Either direction, or this is going
By
to
the
be
way,
towards that
not a
PGA.
sponsor,
And then there
not a
could certainly
sponsor.
be quite a bit of traffic there as well, especially with the beautiful weather. That a little bit of a marine layer.
Beautiful weather.
It'd still be pretty crowded.
Usually when there's a car chase, beautiful weather is a huge
We are
factor.
still just
Also, a huge factor is the mayor taking advantage of the big crowd today and wants everybody to know that the fan of the year of 2024 who rides a motorcycle
One of them ran out of gas. The other one had to come take
is
over.
now.
Lots of different units in and out.
Six.
Are
Too soon.
actually getting off the freeway
Too
now
soon.
at Crenshaw.
That's what I
This- okay,
Too
we've
want to
soon.
spit
gone
it out, me.
finally get
Looks
first
like
time
it.
we're getting
Wow.
off
Oh, Jack in the Box. Stop it for the 2 for $1 tacos. You got to get them in the app, though.
All right, so we officially getting off, Creed.
to hopefully
Kenneth Brown. A few of you have made nice tits. A few of you
Kenneth Brown, baby.
have made some very, very, very good choices.
Wow.
Speaking of
And this has
single,
been going on for about an hour
ready
and
to
a half
mingle.
now,
Kenneth
and
Brown.
now we're finally
How do I
seeing
do
this
that? Go into
pursuit
brand.
on,
We're gonna, let's see,
surface
yeah, there it
yeah,
is.
baby.
Yeah, with Kenneth. Looking, Kenneth.
on highway
Let me
because
tell you,
going the same direction.
you
don't
know
have
how to
the
pick
you don't have the stoplights,
a
you don't have
YouTube pick.
Hey, look, when you're, there's nothing wrong with advertising, my friend.
seems to be going a little
No.
fast. I'm not exactly
Are you
sure what
single, Kenneth? By any
If
chance?
I
Not-
was as young as you, I
But
would
you
make
just
one
saw
of
someone
those
standing there
pictures.
on the corner. Again, we see a
Kenneth
smooth
Brown.
line, so it
Don't
I love you,
forget,
Kenneth.
this is a danger when the pursuit goes onto those surface streets.
What's the frequency?
Yeah, sorry, I just wanted to point out because I
Give
thought
us
this
the
was going to
frequency,
happen. CHP gets real antsy when we get off the freeway.
Oh, they're
Getting on surface
getting
streets. They don't
ants
like
in the
to see people
pants
on surface
now.
streets for smaller ones.
Yes.
And I think
Yes.
that's
I highly
exactly why
recommend
those
it.
ground units look like they backed off.
for reals.
Yeah, let's see if that is going to be.
Well, let's start making some.
Still right there,
Love
but,
connections here, kids.
Yeah.
definitely communication taking place with
Might as
LAPD
well.
right now, letting them.
What we gonna do?
Coming to a
LAPD
stop.
would not be interested, but
I
yeah,
think we're gonna.
This is the first time we've been. This is the slowest we've gone. Almost
It's
at a
moving
complete
slowly.
Oh, we're
stop. Where
pulling
are we?
into
We're
the
off of 10th and
Ooh, we're
walking
easing in.
to a
spot.
parking
Charlie
lot.
Payne.
Parking lot.
Easing
This
in.
is some kind of little strip mall.
What are we doing? We're just turning around. Are we gonna park? What are we gonna do?
Pulling into a parking
Looks like he's
spot.
parking, yeah.
Oh, very nice. He's not drunk. Look how well he parked that car. Oh no, he's getting out.
Okay. Come on, the pigeons are ready for you.
He's waving hello to the officers. Hey, what's going on?
Oh, he looks super nervous.
Oh,
Oh,
hey,
geez.
he's a poor phone.
Keys are out.
Boost
That's
mobile
good.
phones
I
are
mean,
not that
sure
cheap, bro.
What possessed the suspect to drive this far to give up?
Hey, at least he went over an hour, so we'll give him that.
He knew he could park his car in this parking lot and not get towed.
Not after today, Dwayne. You made
yeah, let's see if we can.
your girl's still trying to breathe.
What all that is there on the ground? Yeah, the phone.
Yeah. Oh, what are you guys doing here?
All of a sudden, after more than an hour,
Oh,
we are
fancy meeting you here,
it
gents.
looks like this might be seeing a safe conclusion here.
Wow.
Maybe.
Incredible.
Maybe.
Whoa.
They're gonna
Oh,
have
he
to
might
go
be a
down to the
little,
ground, right? Or
but it
maybe
is not
put
that
his
easy to
hands
walk
behind
out.
his back.
It is not.
complying with officers.
Sometimes I have problems walking forward, so I get it.
Here.
Good point.
We saw it on KCal News Unfold here. Look, the cuffs going.
You were good.
Right
There
on
it
his
is. Good
wrists
point,
there.
Robbie Crab.
They did have
Thank
to
you
pull
guys
the
so
chain
much for
right.
hanging out with
Looks
us.
like
Sorry, I
there's
was a
gonna be
few
code
minutes late. I
four,
was
no
cooking dinner.
accidents,
Before
no
Cree
hurt.
gets into that
This is
amazing
just
story,
Mark Pepper
there's
City,
878 of you.
there in
Wherever you're
South
watching, hit the like, share, subscribe, so you don't miss any more of this amazing good time.
There might be a dead body in there. Is that what you're saying, Kat?
Maybe
Or
that's where the wife's
Hillary?
calling from. I'm in the trunk. Hold on.
I'm in the trunk. He's got me in the trunk right now. You got to do something. He's been eating eggs all day. I can smell him from here.
Imagine the smell in the back of that car on the way up.
Oh my God, I can smell it now. It smells awful.
To a safe ending, and of course, we're going to
please get me out of this trunk.
Find out more information about what exactly happened here. But this is someone who apparently they know who he is. They know about his criminal past.
I know
Apparently
you.
known to be violent, but as we saw the ending of this pursuit, he was very compliant after leading police on a 4-county chase on a very busy Thursday afternoon. As we approach a holiday weekend, so it's amazing.
Holiday weekend.
These people are really into the holiday.
Yeah, somebody must be getting like some time off.
Yeah,
they're acting. They're talking like people are getting time off.
Yeah, I think you might be right about that.
What's going on here? Look at that.
Sure.
It's interesting. Is that a shield? That's interesting.
Looks like they brought up a shield. Yeah,
that's kind of interesting for when they've got their,
we're gonna go check
the only person in the car.
Please hurry.
Please,
for God's sake, hurry.
Darker uniforms. Those are the ones with the canines.
I'm running out of air.
They must have heard you talk about the wife in the trunk.
Shield is kind of interesting.
I don't know. Hold on.
Every, nook and cranny in there to make sure there's nobody else in there. Nothing.
I'm in the cranny.
So that's what's happening now. But again, a little.
Get me out! I'm in the cranny.
We don't generally see that, but
Check
we should be
the
seeing a code
nooks and
14 in a second.
crannies.
They'll pop the trunk, and you see that more relaxed posture, especially from.
Oh wow, he did pack up all his shit.
They really are listening to us. They checked the trunk. Look at that whole. That's a whole plastic thing of nothing but boiled eggs. Hard boiled eggs.
Somebody in the back seat, or I've got somebody else.
It could be somebody behind all that shit.
Quite the problem there. All right.
Yeah, moving around.
Looks like this pursuit has finally come to an end here. We want to thank.
Oh baby, it's finally come to an end. Get away from here! I said, go and get.
There's some breaking news there.
Yeah, they can break it somewhere else because we're not getting in trouble. No,
that's right. We're gonna say goodbye to everybody.
The desk. They threw it to a segment, and the guys it's just said the desk.
The desk. The desk.
Are we going to the
to Nooners to say goodnight? Yes, thank you. Thank you all. Great crowd today for our live chase. The Heat is on Express continues. I think that's what he meant the first time around. Big Red from Rabbit Hole. I wasn't even here. Thank you, Io Golfer. Like spinning Pats. Carol. Good luck to Carol. Was she playing bingo tonight? Or just because of the
bingo?
Carol, no refunds. Buster Crash, Jackie, Helen, Cooper, Pamela. Shy. Scott Smith, Diane with the PP. Thank you, Jay Fabe, the Caveman, Deborah, Chris, Michael M, and Kenneth Brown.
Kenneth, the sexiest man alive.
That is scheduled to happen. However, somebody likes to do. Let's see. Next Monday is going to be the ear, right? Ear, throat.
It's a holiday. Everybody's closed.
Oh, that's right. So it'll be. That's the plan. Hopefully.
Like 70s and 80s music, make some damn noise. Can I get a hell yeah?
Who likes the whipping post by the Allman Brothers? Let's go.
Apparently, my man-handed other wife does.
Yeah, tied to the whipping post, baby. She's got her pants really high. You know what that means?
She got them ground beef eyes.
Hey, ground beef thighs. You gotta stay safe, stay hot, stay tuned. We'll see ya on the next one. Maybe.
Just do what I tell you.
Thank you, Jeanette.
Yeah. Whipping.